You ever find yourself trying to do a job you don't quite have the right piece of equipment? Well, today that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be shoving trees over with a bulldozer because I don't have an excavator. We're then going to shove them all up in a pile so our good friend Joe over at the Okie Woodsman can cut them up with that brand new Husqvarna. If you guys missed us shoving the stumps out, check out this video here. We shoved a bunch of stumps out of his driveway, got that thing roughed in and looking really, really nice. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Bucky, and this is The Long Way. Well, guys, it's early the next morning, and we are headed back over to take care of Joe's property. We're going to enjoy another beautiful sunrise. You guys take a look at that. Freya, you enjoying the sunrise? Can you sit? Good girl. Yes, you can. We're going to get over to Joe's and get that project finished up. We're going to grab a diesel tank right quick, go grab some fuel, and we'll get on the road. Vroom. Gotta love vroom vroom. I tell you though, it is a very beautiful day. If you don't know a lot about heavy equipment, it sure does take a lot to keep it maintained, full of fuel, and operating the way it should. I'm taking a little bit of time this morning to get it topped off, and to take a little bit of time also to make sure it doesn't need anything. I walk around it, check all the fluids, and then it's time to grease it. If you don't grease these things every time you use them, it doesn't take very long for your bushings and for everything to start wearing out, your pins. Especially as hard as we work them around here. So, you got to take care of your equipment. Now that we've got our equipment all tuned up and ready to go, it's full of fuel and it's been greased, we can work our way through this little tight spot here and get after it. Joe's on standby here to make sure I don't take any trees out that don't necessarily have to go, and we start shoving. It blows my mind just how easy it is for this thing to start pushing trees over. It's so easy, just a flick of a wrist and you got it pulled over, but it's almost too easy. The trick to shoving up a good brush pile is to get everything rolled up nice and tight, parallel with each other, and keep out the dirt and rocks. At the end of the day, you're trying to roll it all up tight, get the stumps inside of there, roll it all up like a burrito so it'll burn quick. I think Joe said he had this thing burned up in a day and a half. That's how you do it. You roll it up tight, that way it'll burn. I like this shot right here because you guys can see all the trees are going to have to come out. Everything you're looking at all the way back to that trailer has to come out. So here I am shoving some more tree limbs up into the pile. We're getting that pile bigger and bigger and bigger. That way it burns up quicker and quicker. I want you guys to watch this. This is what we're looking for. See how that rolls over? We want that to roll over and tighten up just like you're rolling up a burrito. Then we can shove in the stumps and the things that need to burn up into the hottest part of the fire. That's brush pile 101. This right here is one of the potentially dangerous and ways that you can damage your equipment is fighting with these little trees like this. You see how that rolled over and came back? If that rolls over and lays down on your hoses or goes between the blade and the tractor, there's no way for you to get that off other than getting up and pushing it off. If the limb's big enough, you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to get a chainsaw and cut it. So you got to be really careful. I want you guys to watch how I handle the blade here. I reach up here and I back drag all of this stuff away from that tree so we don't damage it. And then I come back around, I keep the blade up just high enough to grab the limbs but leave the leaves and the dirt there. That's kind of one of the tricks you have to learn to doing this, is how to get just with the stuff you want in the burn pile, and leave the rest alone. Time to go get some victuals. Went over here, Mama packed us a lunch, so let's go see what we got. Alright, let's see what Mama got us. Oh yeah, look there, salmon stuff, and probably the biggest daggum grapes I ever saw in my life. Daggum. Tell you guys, I'm gonna tell you guys, marry you a good woman. She'll keep you fed, she'll keep you happy. Tell you, I haven't had fanny sausages in a long time. All right, y'all, here's our first really big tree of the day. And as you guys can see, take the first couple of nudges at it, you don't move at all. So I gotta start digging it out, like digging out a tooth like we did with the stumps. But the good part about this is I've got leverage. You guys can see I'm building a ramp to get that blade a little bit higher, and then I start nudging on it. As you guys can see, the top of that tree starts shaking. I'm gonna use that to my advantage here in a minute. I'm gonna keep building it up. I'm gonna keep rocking it, and about the time I get the right amount of leverage, that top is gonna swing over and snap that taproot, and we're gonna have it out.
Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'ma rise, and they salute it.
Yeah, it's another day in the office. I've been warming up, so approach with caution. Yeah, up the heat, no cold feet, I'm locked in. Go against me, you might need a coffin. Where's the competition? Cause I don't see none. Matter of fact, there'll be none, so y'all can run the rerun. Show you how to work, I roll the sleeves up on my shirt. Built it from the ground, I had to rise about the dirt.
Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'ma rise.
Joe is flat getting after it now. That's your baby, huh? We've been hard at it this morning, y'all. We've got this main part cleared, several of the big trees cleared. Y'all got to see that big old pine tree come down. That was pretty awesome. Got a few more big ones to get to, but my eyes were a little bit bigger than my belly on this job.
On the waves,
And what I mean is I'm used to using a 700. This 550 is a good dozer, but for pushing large trees over, it was really, really undermatched. If I'd have had that 700, we'd been a lot better off.
Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'ma rise, and it's a minute. Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'ma rise, and it's a minute.
We're pretty much on the home stretch now. Y'all saw me in the last clip push a bunch of those little trees over all at once. We got that knocked out in about 15 minutes. Now I'm on the other side of the property shoving the last couple of trees down. You got all day. After I shove a tree over, Joe and his wife go and get it all chopped up and get the stump loose. In the meantime, I go and smooth out everything so that he's not knocking his kidneys loose driving that tractor around picking stuff up. I've also got this tree cut out and ready to go. I check it right here. Yep, it's ready to go. Then I go over and start helping Joe. You guys are going to see sometimes on a workplace, it's really hard to hear each other and it's really hard to communicate. This is pretty funny. Which way? Are you stuck going up or going down? But somehow we always find a way to communicate. And before you know it, we're shoving on the last oak tree of the day, and this thing made us pay for it. It took me about 30 minutes to get it dug out, but with a little bit of technique and a whole lot of patience, down she came. Back. Doesn't he go up, down, left, right? That needs to go down. All right. Like I said, great communication. And just like that, once I got this stump shoved over and got everything smoothed out, we were done for the day. And I gotta tell you, I was happy for it. Got everything knocked out we wanted to accomplish in that day and got everything packed up and headed home. All right, Joe, we finally got it all done. What do you think?
It's fantastic, Bucky. It looks so good. We have the driveway looks great. All the clearing looks great. And it's all, what's nice about it is I can still get up there and work because you flattened it out nicely. You got the burn pile in the right spot and it's absolutely beautiful.
Man, it was a lot of work. Some of those really big trees, I didn't think you were going to get it done without tearing up the equipment. The driveway was really the worst part. We hit some really hard spots in the driveway. I broke a bushing on the front of the tractor, but we'll get it all back together. I'm so glad you let me come help you. We do need to settle up the bill, though.
Okay.
That's the last thing. So I think we're going to do it for fuel.
All right.
I stopped this morning and I got fuel. I'll give you that receipt. What do you think?
That's outstanding, and I can't believe it. That's
Absolutely.
insane. That's
Yeah,
absolutely
man.
insane.
Well, that's what I like to do. I like to help people out. And like I said, you've been a friend of mine forever. So happy to come do it. So, man, I tell you what, thanks for letting me get on your channel. Thanks for letting me come help. And I look forward to seeing that Husky
Absolutely.
video come out.
Yep. 564 XP. It's still not even released yet in the United States. Everyone's waiting on it, and I'm one of the early people to actually have their hands on it. So, and I actually, to be honest with you, I think I'm the first person I've seen put it through work, not just look at it and do some tests, you know?
Yeah.
Like I ran almost 5 tanks through it today.
You know, that's what I like about you too. You show the good, the bad, the ugly, and you know,
There's plenty of ugly.
absolutely. Well, man, I appreciate you letting me come up.
Much. I appreciate
All right, man,
it
good
very
seeing you.
much.